Yeah, I'm streaming right
this on
now.
the YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
So, what are we looking at right now? Futures?
I, I was just taking a quick look at SPY. This chart's gotten so messy. I'm trying to clean it up also. But I don't know. I'm about to just scroll through some watch lists, honestly, and see what looks good or what's ready to be traded, if anything. But if you got anything on your mind, go for it too.
I mean, right now futures are looking great. We just gapped up 12 point. We're up 12 points. Here. Let me see. I'll share my screen here too. Let's see if I can. Share your screen. We'll share this one. Oh, wait, not back. Screen one. Perfect. Here we go. Cool. So now I'm live too on both YouTube and in here. But yeah, so you can see my screen perfectly. So we gapped up here. We're moving nice actually. We pushed down here. We're moving up, creating a lower low, pushing lower high. We broke this 4164 level here, 4165 now, pushing up. If we look here on our market profile chart right here, we see that we've now broken this level here, which is an important level as well. So if we can continue to keep on moving up like this, we have to keep on, we're going to push up to this major level here as well, which is going to be 4174. I mean, if we can break 4174, I mean, actually, let's see. I think 4174 is where we're having a lot of trouble at. Not too much trouble, but there's some slight issues that we're having. So we can see here actually that there's a nice range that we're getting. We have this nice area right here. That's a major zone that we can mark with that there. So we can see here that if we can break above 4177.5, we should be able to freely run above 419 to try and move back up to 420 or even higher, in my opinion. But if we can't break above 416 today, 419, sorry, 4176 today, or not today, this week, or 418 this week at all, I say we come back down to around 415. If we break 415, we're going to definitely go back down to 410. And if we get back down to 410, things are going to start getting very deadly again. But we do have a nice, like, almost a double bottom here forming. Not slightly there all the way, but if we catch it right here, technically, we can say it's a double bottom. We just need to break this line here again of 418, 4179. As soon as we can break that, we should be able to move back upwards to like. So we just need to break upwards, and we'll probably come back down a little bit. And then if we can break upwards here, we may stay in this area for a bit. I can see it's just bouncing around here before finally making another move upwards. But if we can manage to break 423 or yeah, 4237, I think we're just gonna sort of 432 low all the way up here before the next backdrop before the next drop back down to 420, in my opinion. But I mean, let's see. Is there any like major events today or coming this week? Who has earnings? Let's see. Earnings whisper. Let's see here. Earnings calendar. Doesn't look like anyone important so far. Let's see. Tuesday. Nothing Tuesday. Wednesday. I mean, dicks, but I don't care about that. Let's see here. Build a bear. That's funny. Yeah, it really doesn't look like. Oh, wait, here. No, that's PTNR. Just kidding. Looks like a slow week for earnings. Best Buy, Dollar General, yeah, Dollar Tree. Very, very slow week. So we should expect everything to start being more technical for this week, in my opinion, as well. Let's see here. Federal Reserve calendar. Let's hope no one's talking. What week is it going to be? 24th through the 28th. Speech, Governor. Digital currencies. Ooh. That's at 9 Eastern. Vice Chair, Pres. Supervision and regulation. Commercial paper. Speech. Insurance regulation. Economic outlook at 3. This could be big on Wednesday. The economic outlook, I could see that being maybe big, but at the same time, most likely not. But it looks like that would be the biggest event that we have to worry about this week as well. So it's going to be a very slow week and very technical week. If any news comes out, that'll also affect the markets. We can see here that we have the Russell as well. The Russell is actually acting a lot more stronger than the SPY is. So let's actually see how the Dow is doing. Okay, so out of everything, it looks like the yeah, it looks like the Dow is leading. It looks like the Dow is leading everything honestly right now. So if everything can start picking up to how the Dow is moving, we should have a nice open. We just needed to start picking up a little better. And I mean, right now we're reaching that red level that I was talking about earlier here, this zone. You can see us that we're just waking right off of it too. So we gotta watch for this. This is gonna be major. But other than that, I really don't have anything else to add. So do you have anything, Logan?
Nice. Yeah, I don't have anything right now. I'm just going over some setups. I came across Dash here and here, DoorDash right here, and this looks super tightening on the over the last 2 weeks here. Unfortunately, it looks like this triangle is probably going to break out like a pre-market or something, but hopefully we can catch a trade one way or the other on this one. But yeah, this is definitely one of those setups I'm going to be watching. If we can't get this, right at the breakout here, I think above 144 looks really good on Dash. To run back up towards 151 to the downside if it fails, which I think it probably won't. It looks definitely bullish here. Bit of a bear flag, but if we lose 135, we could see a retest down here of like these 120s, low 120s. So that's definitely one of the stocks I'll be watching. Just checking out my bands real quick, see how they look. Yeah, they're really tight. So definitely ready for a breakout as well. Leaning towards the upper half of them, so we can see if we can start to break into the top ones here and get a run kind of similar to this, where I guess it wasn't really tightening in there. I guess more get this run right into here, get the breakout into the top band, and then continue to ride up another 10 points. Kind of something I'm looking forward to here. So yeah, definitely keep your eye on Dash. Do we have a short week? Is Friday still a trading day with Memorial Day on Monday?
Yes.
Monday then?
It's just Monday that's closed.
Okay. That's the best setup I've seen so far. Let me keep looking for things. If anyone wants me to check any tickers or anything, definitely call them out. Also, if anyone uses TradingView, I'd be curious to know if you guys all have problems with trend lines on your chart. Whenever I have trend lines and I change like time frames or zoom, it just like fucks up my entire chart. So I'm curious if you guys do the same thing.
That happens to me too.
It's only been happening to me recently, so I just delete every trend line on all of my charts now. But
it's like you have to go back in time in order for it to update back to how it normally was.
Yeah, it's super weird. I don't know why it's been so buggy for me lately. I think ever since I moved to like having 4 charts in the split screen like this. It just hasn't been very happy with me. But anyways, Facebook looks like a pretty good setup into here as well. We kind of got like this channel that we've been riding upwards through, and 321 is a pretty key resistance through here. So we supported it through here and resisted it many times in this area as well in April. So yeah, I'd watch Facebook above 321 too. Definitely a key level here. If it breaks 328 looks possible. 330 after that, and then we got all-time highs on Facebook. We can see where we run. I'd actually kind of like if it fails a breakout at first, and then we get some sort of flag like this, and then we get the push upwards. That would be the better setup here, but we'll have to watch the price action and the volume as we come up to this. Oftentimes, when we're going to get this fake out, we'll see a candle that will basically be a huge, like, perfect green bar. Kind of looks just like this, right to resistance here with a ton of volume, more volume than any other candle, but doesn't break through the resistance. So I guess I should have that like a little bit lower here. Just basically taps the resistance. It looks like a super bullish candle. I guess that's kind of one of the key things I see all the time is that we'll get a slight breakout and we'll get faked out right after that. So definitely watch for something like that. That's one of the key patterns that I think fakes me out the most. So something to keep in mind. I guess from a psychology perspective, it's kind of like if there's a huge bullish candle with a ton of volume right before the resistance, then who's going to be buying to get us through the resistance in a sense? So, anyways, kind of a side tangent, but yeah, watch for Facebook above 321 for sure. I don't really like it to the downside right
Um, Another stock that I like right now is Boeing. If we take a look at Boeing, it's been looking really nice lately.
now. Yeah, it looks like it caught a nice bottom.
It's also one of those stocks that hasn't fully recovered yet from COVID as well. They've also had news about their planes, their 737 Max is being rezoned for being able to sell again. It also just popped at my golden level here of 224 or 225. So it popped upwards and now it's breaking above. Here, let me show my screen. So you guys can see what I'm seeing here. There we go. Perfect.
I think you can see it actually. I can see in the background right here in Discord stream.
You can? Perfect. Cool. Yeah. So, yeah, so we have our chart here. Let me get rid of this stuff though. This right here, with this. There we go. Yeah, I mean, we have a clear downtrend that we have forming. Then we have our 0.618 level here from our fib from our low point here of 191.4 to our high point of 278.56. Our GP sits right here, reaching the 0.5 level of 235.19. Let's see something here. If we can manage to I say if we can manage to break upwards, we're looking to run to around 238.93 and then 245 and 250. So, but we have to continue to move upwards, and we have to hold above this major level here of around 233 to 34. Because then what? Let's see. When do they have earnings? When was their last earnings? In April. So it's gonna be a minute actually. But yeah, I believe that Boeing, if it can continue to break upwards above 235, it's going to reach 238, and then after 238, it's going to 245. And I mean, we can even look at it as well from all time, like from an all day perspective type of deal. Like I was saying earlier, it hasn't even gone back up to its previous highs. And if we kind of just draw our trend from the very top here and work our way down. You can kind of see that we've broken a major trend. So I believe this is the next leg up here that we're getting from this daily chart trend line that we're showing. And then what's another one? Bank of America. Bank of America has been really good. Look at Bank of America. We're starting to reach the top here. It's looking like it's ready to break out. That's why we took some calls on it. I took far out expiration ones just because I like getting time, just in case anything were to happen. Because we have what, 8 months until they expire, a little more possibly. So if we needed, we could always just buy more. But I'm looking for this to potentially break above 42, 43, for us to run up to 46 to 50 possibly. And then if we can do that, then that'd be nice. But if not, it could come back down to around 40. If it comes back down to around 40, I'll probably buy some more contracts. But anything below like 38, 36, I'll probably be out of it. I just think banks and interest rates right now, with everything happening, it could continue. They could continue to go up really, really nicely. And I mean, it's just also been in a constant uptrend here, waiting for a nice breakout to occur as well. There's a lot of stocks like that though. Even Square. Even Square's been weird. But let's see here. All of this junk, just get rid of it all. This there we go, perfect. Like, I mean, have you already talked about SQ yet, or
I haven't
no? I think Square's at a make or break right now as well. I feel like it needs to get above. I think Square above 208, 209. I actually sent an alert for this. Square above 208, 209. It should be a nice long for the upside to around 220, 220 to 232. But if it can't break upwards, it'll drop back down below 200 to around 197, 195, and below that, I mean, it has 192. After 192, it's just flushing back down to 180. If it can't catch anything though at 180, it's just done for. I mean, if we want to, we can draw our major level here. Go to this top right here. We have what? We have our GP sitting at 224.52. So if we can break above, like I said, if we can break above 209, we should be able to get up to 220, above 220, 225, or 224.50 before we get some consolidation. But even then, it's forming it's just nearing support, this major support level right here. So anything below that, it'll start getting deadly. What else do we got?
Yeah, you were still okay. Google's been uptrending for the last few weeks as well. Would have been a good one to play. We've run like 100, 120 points or so on Google. I like it a lot above this level right here, above 2320-ish. We've failed that spot many, many times. So yeah, I think if we can get back to there and get a breakout, this one can easily run back towards the all-time highs. There's really not a ton of resistance into here. Maybe get a quick stop there and quick stop here, but yeah, this one looks really good about 2320 in here. Nvidia is also moving. I had some sort of news and I'm just blanking on what it was, but I think there was, right? Maybe I'm thinking of Shopify. Anyways, video holds above 600, really good. It's 613 or even higher after that, upwards somewhere over here, 625 or so. So yeah, definitely two more charts I'm watching here. It's definitely forming a bit of like a triangle into here. Maybe we'll get some sort of bear flag we can play off of, or bull flag rather. Just too soon to say, but yeah, got alerts on both sides of this, so we can keep our eyes on it quickly. Anyone have any questions or anything? I'm gonna keep scrolling through and looking for setups.
Hey, Natty, can you check out
Yeah, sure. Well, this didn't work apparently. Did that upwards though. I'm gonna delete this off my chart. I haven't looked at this since March apparently. I mean, this looks super sideways, so I feel like my first instinct is to not try to trade options on this. Kind of reminds me of like a little baby Netflix into here. Okay, we just got this parallel channel that's in like a honestly pretty tight range. I guess that's what, like 20% though or something like that. So it's not that tight, but yeah, I don't know. It's hard to have any sort of conviction one way or the other when you just see this just huge chop over and over. I guess like if you want to buy this, like you could try and catch it at the bottom of this parallel channel and it hasn't failed for the last 4 times, and then just go like trade it to the midline or even to the top of its range up here, one of the two. And you could probably do the same thing on the downside. We've touched this 4 or 5 times, so they've all gone from there to there, down to the bottom, down almost to the bottom, and ended up getting there, but too late, obviously. But yeah, I mean, I feel like that's the only real trade I can see on CCL right now is if you can get it at 24 or 29, play it back to the other one, essentially.
Okay, yeah, that sounds reasonable. Yeah, I was seeing that same triangle there. Do you think that means some sort of weak formation or structure?
Like in this area right here.
Hold on 1 second. So yeah, that little channel right there, I think that could be, any wave or sort of correction.
Yeah, I mean, we are probably in some sort of triangle. Honestly, trying to get a count on this, like, I'd probably have a million different options because this could be A, B, if this is the C, this doesn't really make sense because this can't be higher up. So this could be the A here, this could be the B, C, could be the D. I guess that's the main one I'm seeing right now. So it'd have to be some sort of expanded flat into the A, running B, the C, the D, could get an E down, and maybe that's the final leg down, and then we go. I guess the other option is this is the A, we get this expanded flat into a running B, we've got this C down here. Wait, did I just draw the same thing? Oh, just a shorter A, basically. It could be the D, could be the E. Essentially the same concept, though. Yeah, I mean, I think that's probably it. Probably an A, B, C, D like that. And we've got one more leg down for the E. be anything from here. We could get some sort of like triangle E that ends up being even further like this. The E wave could be a triangle itself, so it could expand all the way out like this, and then this would actually be the end here of the larger E. I'll change the color. This is probably not, that's probably missing, but maybe something like that. Yeah. That's my best guess so far with 3 months of chop. Overall, though, I don't see how this could possibly be the start of the uptrend. I'm not seeing where that would put our triangle into a legal count. So, yeah, I think we got one more leg down. And so, hopefully, we can catch it at that 24 range again if you're looking to bring to the upside.
Alright, thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Yep.
Does anyone else have any other stocks they want us to look at?
Can you hear me?
Sorry, can you say that again? Beyond Meat looks good.
Let's go.
Huh?
I don't know if you were waiting for me to say something or if you had any thoughts on it.
Oh no, I was just looking at what you were charting.
Gotcha. Yeah, I'm just throwing some key levels on this chart as I'm looking at here first. Don't really look at this too often, so for anyone who doesn't understand what I'm doing, I'm basically just looking at like key spots where the price has rejected or supported many times. So, for example, this pink line right here, that might be really hard to see on stream. I'm realizing. Let me turn that up just for this example. You can see this pink dotted line that I have across the chart. All the way back here on the right-hand side, it resisted through this area and struggled to break through many times. And then again into here, like as we're falling downwards from 160, kind of just like held us for a couple days into here, and we tried to break back above into here and rejected down to the downside. And then once we broke back above it, we supported it here, here, and here until we fell through, and so on. So that's basically what I'm doing by throwing these onto my chart. Again, huge support through here, and we're actually at this level right now. So that's what all of my lines essentially represent for anyone who doesn't understand that. Feel free to ask more questions if you might have them. But yeah, I'm just throwing these on my chart first thing here to get a frame of reference of where are we relative to like the key levels of this chart. They got destroyed in their earnings.
Yeah, I'm thinking their fundamentals haven't been that great lately too, honestly. This could honestly fall below 100 if it continues in this downtrend.
Yeah, I mean, it looks bearish to me for sure. I would kind of like some sort of like bear flag to play out into here. We don't quite have it yet. We got more like a bit of a triangle off the bottom here. Yeah, I'm not really seeing a way to take a trade right now.
It's at one. I mean, if you want, you could take like a debit. You could try and take a far out debit spread. You could take if you wanted to, like a You could take 100 to 95 put debit spread. Let's see how much those run for. Because I'm just looking here at what you could possibly do. Because if the stock keeps on dropping, like, I mean, it's going to fall below 100 easy. 100 is floor, and below 100, it's just going to die. And I mean, it's vegan meat. You know, it's just way overhyped. So if we wanted to, we could, I mean, just to play safe and stuff, we could grab some November 19th. Let's see here. And we want something with volume. Ooh, these January 21st, 2022's 100 puts, 130 volume. If you wanted to, you could snag the 100 and then the 90. You could snag the 100, sell the 95, and you'd have a $255 risk for a $255 or $258 reward. If you wanted to, you could even take, let's see here. We could increase our spread a bit. If you wanted to, you could take the 100 put and then sell the 85 or 80. If we sold the 80 put, you'd be having a $790 debit for a max profit of $1,210. I actually really like that one. Even this 91 is good. If you wanted to, you can even buy the 95, sell the 90 for 220 and make 279. And these are super far out expiration dates too, so you can buy close to in the money as well. And they also have earnings coming up in July 29th, it looks like, or what, no, what? May 23rd? Why is it so far out? That doesn't make sense. That's wrong. That's completely wrong. Yeah, it is not May 23rd. When is, let's see here. When is,
Should show up on screen here, I think.
it does, like, it's messed up. Because it says,
Like they had them on May 6th, according to TradingView.
here, watch. Or at least mine. I'm looking when their next one is, and it says, like, it's marking it for me on, like, August 2nd, but when I click on it, it says May 23rd. Like, if you were looking at my screen.
Yeah.
What does yours say
I see
there?
August 2nd as well.
Yours says August 2nd? Alright, yeah, mine says May 23rd. Cool. So, I mean, they have earnings August 2nd, so if you grab that 100 put, you could possibly make money on all the way to the downside. And then they should drop to around 92. That would be the mark, 92.90. I think it's a solid area.
Yo, Tesla put out the bell, boys? Like, what's good? Tesla.
Let's see here. Tesla puts at the bell. Why Tesla puts at the bell?
Because of Bitcoin. It's just on their balance sheet. True. MSCR.
I mean, Tesla puts because of Bitcoin. What's Bitcoin doing right now, though?
It's been crushed. Shit down bad. Although it's rebounding now, so. Make sure everyone buys the minute, please. Yeah.
I mean, what if it? Yeah, I mean, Bitcoin below 34K, 31. That's going back down at 30.
If it
And
breaks 30, we're going to 27.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
if it breaks 30, we're going to 50. If it gets to 15K, I'm buying up Bitcoin at 15K.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you gotta take the buy.
There's a 618, I'm pretty sure, at 47 around that. And I think it gets to the
screaming to everyone when prices were in the 50 to 60K that if we came back to here, you should all buy Bitcoin finally if you don't have any. So I don't know.
Well, was that the final?
What's the next few years? Anyways, let's find some good option setups.
Realistically, though, I think Tesla above 600 though, it could go back up though. Tesla above 600 could go back up to around 630. But if it drops below 575, let's say it go back down. I mean,
Yo, how